And it's that simple.
It's real simple.
Like,
But
it's simple. It's not easy.
Well, it's, but everything.
Clarifying.
Well, everything, it's just, there's nothing easy.
There's nothing.
There's nothing easy. And
we're not here for an easy path.
I think you'll use the sucker term down the road. I mean, you might be down like 4 flat tires.
Oh my gosh, that one's still my favorite. I like needed there's like
How
between
down
Matt and
are
I,
we?
there's certain things he say, and I'm like, what does that mean?
How down are we?
And I'll be like, and yeah, we're going to do some work around our shadow projection. He's like, what does that mean? And I'm like, well, I don't know. What does 4 flat tires mean? Like,
I can't get further down.
But this, again, we're coming from very different sides of the perspectives, etc.
Industries.
And we're having different conversations, and we're bridging that gap, and we're all meant to bridge that gap and have those conversations. And I could probably think of about 45 reasons you and I should hate each other.
Yeah.
And I could do that for anyone. It's like, it's not, we're not special, but I can own,
I'm serious. We're not that. That's what I'm saying.
We could pick any single person and find reasons to hate them.
And people do it.
And people do it.
That's
and we could do it. We could fall with the rest of them. But again, going back to the scale of consciousness, what's right above guilt and shame? Hatred.
That's wild to me.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to that. Like, when we early started working together, we could talk about like one of the best and one of the things that made me feel amazing. The first plant medicine I've ever used was Sonanga.
Oh, Sonanga. I love Sonanga.
And it really helped me. But, at the time, I mean, we didn't realize it, but like I had a surgery that only 100,000 people in the United States has done it called ICL. And then,
I've never heard of it.
And it doesn't do well with that. And that's fine.
Yeah.
It happens. So I discontinued doing it. But like you said earlier, I could have just stopped everything. I could have quit.
So I remember.
I could have fucking quit.
But here's the thing. So I remember too, vividly, I was driving over to Kripalu.
And I was in the grocery store.
And doing my own work. You were in the grocery store. And you had done it for a couple nights.
That's right.
And you were loving it. Every morning you'd be like, I slept so good. I feel great.
It's a phenomenal.
It's an amazing medicine.
And it's plant, right?
It's a plant.
It's a phenomenal plant medicine.
And what it does is it's an eye drop. It goes and it clears, it pulls out, going back to the metaphysical anatomy, our jaw and our sinuses hold all emotions.
Wow.
So
really?
People with,
What?
Yeah. So if chronic sinus infections, emotional holding. Jaw pain, teeth issues, emotional holding. And then each tooth, like there's, you can go into each individual tooth, each individual.
It's a rabbit hole, right?
But it's a total rabbit hole.
What?
But a lot of the jaw and sinus for us is emotional holding. So what the Sonanga does is it goes into the eyes and it releases the emotions that are being stuck and being held. Oh. And then it also, there's something that I'm dying to do is work with a doctor to actually do the testing on how it clears the pineal gland.
Oh, wow.
Because legend has it, or, indigenous culture tradition says that it causes the pineal gland, which looks like a little pine cone that has all sorts of calcium carbonate on it from trauma, from GMOs, from certain things that we add in our water, chemicals, rumination, blue lights, all of these things are added into the pineal gland. Yeah. And when the Sonanga, the pineal gland is supposed to pulse and all of the crystal carbonate starts to fall off. From my understanding, the pineal gland works with the hypothalamus, which is all of our serotonin, dopamine, melatonin, etc. It's the one that manages our hormones. Okay. So this medicine is said to get into that and to basically do a reset after 21 or 28 day dieta and actually clear that out so we know how to regulate our body.
That's correct, because that's how many days I was supposed to do it.
Yep, you were supposed to do 21.
It was...
and it was like day 5.
Yeah.
It wasn't, you called, it was the first 4 calls were like, I love this. This is great. I think you actually, did you ask if you could do it twice a day?
No.
Okay. One of my other clients asked if you could do it. Someone asked if you could do it.
For the record, it burns.
It burns.
It burns.
It does. But people do it at night and then you tend to sleep better because you are present in your body too.
That's right.
So I remember you calling me and you going, my eyes are blurry.
It just blurry. I could tell that the vision was blurry, and then it was and then that's when we started uncovering.
We started to dig into the ICL.
But I got back to normal, and that's what's so beautiful is it really did, and I have no issues.
Yeah, I was beside myself though, because I'm like, oh my God, I messed up. I did something wrong. Yeah, and we made a game. I was like, what do you want to do? Yeah, and it's going back to you said choice. Go into you could have made a choice and been like, fuck her.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. Yeah.
Easily. I could have just
Totally.
left.
And
well,
I could have
quit.
And I could have been like, well, you signed your waiver. I'm not responsible.
But you remember, like, I mean, hell, I could have just quit.
You could have quit.
I mean, then I wouldn't have done the work.
And I said, we're in this together. I am right here with you.
Yeah, you
I
got
said,
it.
if I have to pay for another
You owned
surgery,
it. You owned
I will
it.
pay for another surgery. I'm like, I'm sorry.
It was an education process for you.
Yeah.
And then it was a check for me.
Yes.
Like, you ready to do the work?
Yes.
Like, here's your out.
Yes.
It's like the universe gave me an out.
You always have an out.
They gave me an out.
You always have you always have a choice. You always have an out.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
And then I didn't take it.
Yeah, no.
I did not.
It's a trap. Don't take it.
I'm so glad I didn't take it, because I wouldn't be sitting right here.
You wouldn't. No.
I'll tell you that right now. I wouldn't be right here.
No. And it's interesting because, again, we're met with these tests and we're met with these choices. So you could have projected onto me. I could have taken ownership and been like, I'm not responsible for that. You didn't tell me. But neither of us did that. We both came to the table. You're like, hey, this is happening. I'm like, hey, we're in this together. And I think, honestly, from what I see is like, that made when we went into the ceremony, that made it that much more potent.
Correct.
And you were blurry up until
I was extremely, like,
your eyes
tough.
were blurry up until ceremony.
I had to squint, and it was, just there was some effects, because the Sonanga plant medicine is extremely powerful. It's good stuff. It's helped people with PTSD and all kinds of different ailments.
Yes.
But I coming out of it, man, right about August 1st, but I started feeling so much better once I started incorporating more minerals, more supplements.
And your eyes, you have no issues now.
No issues. I feel amazing. Like, my eyes are clear. I could see. And
again, like you how do I say this? There was an energetic component to that. Eyes also have a lot to do from a metaphysical anatomy with the soul. And not being able to could be seen and be connected to your soul.
That makes
so there
a lot
could
of
be
sense.
that reason. There could it could have actually scratched, I guess, learning, now I'm learning about ICL and doing all sorts of research.
Yeah, how's that been? Like, have you learned a lot since then?
From the ICL with the research. Yeah. So I dug into it. I researched it. Again, realized that there was only it's a small number of people that do
Mack,
it.
and he's amazing. Because remember, followed up, and saw him, and then I followed up again after the ceremony, and we're good.
He's like, you're good.
So good.
But again, so it could have, let's see, how do I want to say this? The medicine, the ICL is like a permanent contact lens, if you will, is how I understood it.
Yeah, it's a
on
lens.
the
That's
eye.
it. That's all it is.
So, it for all sakes, for all checks and balances, it should have been scratched.
Well,
and nothing should have fixed it.
That's right. That's right.
Like, I'm using all these air quotes if you're not watching the video. I'm like, nothing should have fixed it.
Because then we go to the ceremony and not fix it. And then, let's be honest.
And the doctor didn't say, well, there's still scratches. He's like,
no scratches,
you're good.
no issues. And he was like, and he knew what Sonanga was. Because, he told me you got to stop using it.
Yes.
But he said it's phenomenal for people.
Yeah. I've used it with some people for cataracts.
I mean, this was like that same lens, ICL also, I'll never have issues with cataracts.
Yeah.
But the reason I had the surgery is because I never qualified for LASIK.
Yep.
My vision was horrible. I had a very aggressive astigmatism. So it's new. I mean, like you said, it's only 100,000 people.
And LASIK,
it's rare.
I think
y'all can use it.
Like, LASIK people can use it as long as it's not 3 months.
Right.
I think it's 3 months. I have to double check that, but it's a number of months after. It's totally, there's no contraindications.
No, man.
So there was no contraindications for anything.
I mean, it was
except
the best.
now I went to I'm part of some groups and some sort of text chains and signal groups and Facebook message groups, all of these things. And I went because Sonanga is also not a super popular medicine. There's not a Sonanga community.
That's right.
There's not it doesn't exist.
Like awareness again, like a lot of people don't know it.
So I went back to the groups too, and I'm like, guys, pay attention. ICL, like update your forms, let people know.
Knowledge is power.
Sending out the knowledge.
I would do that surgery tomorrow. Like the ICL surgery is so amazing.
Yeah.
Just for people that my contacts were so thick I could see the future.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad.
Well, when I started using Sonanga, I did my first 28-day dieta. My contacts went from...
You said it twice.
Dieta. Diet.
What is that?
Diet.
Oh.
It's a diet. It's how we learn.
The Sonanga diet. That's what you said in the paperwork. And I'm sitting here thinking all these time. A year later, I'm like, what is Sonanga diet? Mean? What am I eating?
Yes, no, it's so, there goes my earring. It's all good. When we do, how do I say this? There's different teachers.
Okay.
We as humans are limited. Yeah. We are. I'm going to bring my biases. You're going to bring your biases. So we should not be learning and initiating from other humans. We should be working with the plants, because guess what a plant can't have?
What's that?
A bias or an opinion.
No doubt.
Like the Sonanga's not going to be like, oh, you ugly, I'm not going to help you. Like, it's not going to have a thing.
And what about the plants? I mean, they're what? From Mother Earth?
They're from Mother Earth. They're natural. They're made from the ground up. So
that's a good thing.
So when we get attuned with the plant, and when we start working with the plants, and this is true for herbalism too, you'll get to know and have a relationship with the plant. And again, this is where you could take out of context and you could be like, pseudoscience, she's insane. She has a relationship with a plant. We have relationships with everything.
Oh my gosh.
Like, to be human is to have relationship.
Well, Cass is extremely popular. She does have a lot of people coming after her.
It's okay. So I think it's only going to increase, sadly. But to work with the plant is to get the best, to get the knowledge direct from source, or as close to source as one can touch.
Yeah.
So we do diets to learn to work with the plant, to understand what it is, and to have it work in our own medicine.
Wow.
So before I ever administered Sonanga to another person, I personally sat with it for 28 days in a row.
Well, so, I mean, everything that you've actually suggested to potential clients, you've done it.
I've done it all.
Like, I mean,
there would not be something that I would suggest to a client that I have not personally used.
And we're not going to sit here and go through all the things, but
because we'd be 300 flowers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we got a lot. That's a lot of stuff. But like, even, and like we talked earlier, it's nothing that's like, and it's a lot of things that are not, psilocybin or something like that. This is other.
No,
things.
this is. I mean, these are all basic. These are all legal.
Yeah.
Like plants.
That's right.
And it's interesting because, going back to the Sonanga, sitting with it for 28 days, you create a relationship with it.
Oh, yeah.
And you learn the ins and outs and the nuances. And there were sometimes I sat with it where I was down and out in a deep meditation, very painful for 30 minutes. And there were other times I put it in my eyes and I didn't feel anything. Same bottle.
Really?
Because she's teaching me that guess who's not in control?
Right.
Me.
See, that's what we all think that we're in control, but we're really not.
We're really not. So, after working with Sonanga for my own dieta.
I love that.
I forget how many, I did 28 days to start, because again, before I administer it to you, I'm going to use it on myself and I'm going to learn it to know if it's right for you and to discern if I would recommend it.
Right.
Like, you're not going to go to a restaurant, once and proclaim it's your favorite restaurant and put it on social media.
Well, yesterday.
Because guess what? You could go to the restaurant next time and it's going to suck and it falls on you.
I'm just saying, like, I took you to my favorite restaurant yesterday and it's always consistent. I'll take you again.
Exactly. And I'm going to go 28 times before I really put my name behind it and endorse it.
Yeah, you're not going to tell somebody to go to it. Yeah, I've been 28,000 times.
Correct.
Now I got what you're saying.
So my contact prescription went from -7 to -5 in 28 days.
Get out of here.
I kid you not, hand to God.
That's 2 points.
It's 2 points. It's still -5. I need to do another dieta, which I was told in December.
You sure do.
Well, when I was in December, and this is, again, it's all invitations. I was working in Brazil in December and working with the Honikoen tribe. And mid-ceremony, and I had my contacts in, I get from the medicine, take out your contacts and throw it into the fire. And I'm like, okay, like, I'm a huge fan of spirituality. I'm a huge fan of woo-woo. Like, I'm a huge fan of, all of this.
It's your world.
Like, it's my world. I trust it. And I was like, that's a little weird to me.
So Spirit straight up told you, take your contacts out.
Take your contacts out and throw them in the fire.
And what'd you do?
I didn't do it.
Okay.
Because it didn't feel in alignment for me.
I love it.
So I said, I'm sorry, that's not something I can do right now. And she goes, okay, next time you do a Sonanga dieta, we'll work on your eyes.
See, I mean, so
like, there's other, like, again, we're sovereign. It's an invitation.
It's an invitation. See,
there's not just one way of doing things, but I was in alignment when I said that. I wasn't saying it from a fear sense. I was just saying, no, it's not time.
Thanks for bringing that up. That makes a lot of sense. Especially for people listening to this for the first time.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have any bandwidth to this kind of stuff.
Yes. I mean, I've worked with people too. I'm just going to continue picking on Sonanga, where I was like, we're going to do Sonanga. And people are like, I hate eye drops. If you like, this is a thing.
Well, also people
are like, is there any other way I can accomplish what we need to accomplish without you touching my eyes? And I'm like, and if there is, I will say yes. If there is not, I will say no.
Well, so it might not make sense. Maybe it's not meant for that person to get to this that particular medicine.
Totally. So it's all a conversation. Well, I don't know where it's going. I'm very much a passenger in the car of the plant.
Well, people don't understand. Like, they just assume like, oh man, plant medicine. It's just instantly the mushrooms. It's not.
It's not. It's all plants.
I'm going to tell you right now, I was today years old when I realized that, like, how many more things in life, and they're not even, labeled as illegal, that are helpful for you.
And there's different layers of the plant. Mushrooms and psilocybin are strong, and it's going to cut through, and it is going to take no prisoner, and it is going to do its work. Because that's what they're meant to do. And we're also, I mean, the mycelium network is all over. We live on the earth is a mycelium network.
That's right.
Like, we live in a mycelium network. So they're potent. Flower essence are just, in my opinion, are just not as potent, if not more. But you have to be attuned to subtle energy to be able to pick up their medicine. I
mean, I felt it. I mean, when we did the Blue Lotus, I mean, it's just a good feeling.
It is. Blue Lotus is Egyptian and from Egypt and from Thailand. And what Blue Lotus does is brings the subconscious mind to the forefront so we can process what's in our unconscious.
Man, that's unbelievable.
And it's beautiful. And, if you read it online or type in Blue Lotus in Google, it's going to talk about lucid dreaming, because it's hard to, it's starting to change now, but we live in a very interesting society where we're trying to take something that doesn't need to be explained. It needs to be felt and experienced. And we're trying to put words to explain something that needs to be experienced.
See, that's tough.
It's so hard.
That's tough. I mean, it should be like, and that's why people are getting so much misinformation. And it's sad, because it's truly such a success if people use it the right way.
Yes.
Integrated with the right people,
with presence and accountability. And
that's right.
One of my favorite reviews, conversations, posts with a client that I ever had, he goes, "We did things and stuff, and I let go of 60 years of regret." He goes, "I can't tell you what we did. I can't tell you how it was done, but all I know is I don't feel regret." And I'm like,
wow.
There's a quote, and I think it's by Ram Dass. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, Ram Dass?
It was, "For those who have experienced it, no words are necessary." Oh, no, hold on. Pardon me. "For those who have experienced this healing or plant medicine or whatever you want to call it, no words can begin to describe it. No words are necessary. For those of you who haven't, no words are possible." Correct. You can't describe.
Yeah, you can't.
So it's a very interesting place to be, especially in a world when we are used to explaining. And I pride myself and research and study myself to be able to explain to the best of my ability.
Exactly.
Because I live of this world. I want to be able to explain the other worlds to people.
Well, I mean, when I built that relationship with Christy, right? And then she got to the point where she could not support me and she knew where I needed to go next. That's when she introduced me to you, right?
Yes.
To start the work, to do the work and get things rolling. She could have, kept working, and we still work with each other to do some things, right? But like, she passed the torch, passed me to you, and then that's what it was. And she has a big community, but she knew that I would fit. I needed you.
Because she could have given you all the words, all of the activations, all of the massage, all of the body work, but you also needed to feel.
And we did a lot of work.
You guys did a ton of work.
We did a ton of work, yeah.
You came prepped and ready.
I did.
And then I also prepped and readied you another level.
It was a different level, I'll tell you that. And it was something that's, words can't describe it.
But it's hard because we're right-brained and left-brained.
Yeah.
We are the creative. We are the intuitive. Exactly. We have both parts of ourselves. We have both parts of each other. And this goes again into NLP. We have parts integration.
Yeah.
I love that I have the artist, poet, intuitive, flowy, go lay on the earth side of me.
But you got the other side.
But I have a technology background.
That's right. You do.
So I often will use technology examples about like we need to update our software, like we need to power down and power off.
I love those.
And that's my more my analytical brain, my business brain, I love a good spreadsheet.
Yeah, no, who don't, right?
So, but we all have both of those parts, and I feel like my job and everyone's job really is to bridge our two parts.
Yeah, and that was beautifully done with Christy.
Yes,
bringing us together.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know if. There wouldn't have been another way that I would have found you. Mm-hmm. Same here. Like we talked earlier today about other people that we realize, or you've realized that like we should be able to go see and meet.
Yes.
And also do more. And it's funny that the podcast, because you and Christy were like, yo, you should do really a podcast.
Did I? I don't think I didn't say that. Christy did.
Just Christy?
Yeah.
Okay, just Christy. But
I said we should put you on stage.
Oh yeah, stage and do like a.
I was like a funny I forget how you used Tony Robbins. I was like, it's a Tony Robbins. The presence,
yeah. And
then you're like, oh, by the way, I do stand up comedy. I was like, that makes so much sense.
Well, I mean, you got to be funny though. I didn't get paid for it.
Well, one of my favorite memes ever on social media is, oh, you're really funny. It's I have trauma.
That's right.
So I think I said to you too, and I was like, we're going to leave just enough trauma so you're still funny, Matt.
That's right. That's what I need. Thank you.
I say with them, like, because you have to have a sense of humor about it. Going back to what we originally said, we can laugh about it or we can cry about it.
Oh yeah. Next is I do have some good friends of mine that are currently touring stand-up comics that I will have here.
Amazing.
And they're amazing people. And they were the first ones to welcome me to doing this podcast, and they were the first ones to say, yo, you gotta get me in.
Yeah. And those are the ones who have the stories,
and they have a lot of trauma because we've talked, of course, because we're friends. Like, that's one thing is like, I love to listen, especially to my people.
Yeah.
Because but they listen to me.
Yes.
That's what becomes like, we use each other.
That's what it should be. It should be. I mean,
there's no ego.
There doesn't need
not
to
with
be.
These comics. Like, I mean, honestly, we see one do better or one do well. Yeah. Same with business. If I see one of my brothers doing amazing, I'm applauding. Yes. If I see them struggling, I'm helping.
Ego is such, how do I want to say this? Oh goodness. Just thinking through, like, there's a lot of people in the plant medicine space who are like, kill your ego, dissolve your ego's not needed, do whatever, heroic dose, do this, ego's not needed. I'm like, ego keeps you alive.
Yeah, you said that.
Like, so yes, should the ego be in the driver's seat? No.
Correct.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
But does a healthy level of ego, because ego goes hand in hand with discernment, should a healthy level of that ego and that presence and that piece of you being human still be there? Yeah. So I'm not one of the ones who's like, I mean, I have a lot of friends who are psychonauts. My podcast co-host is a psychonaut, and we take things from a very different perspective. And he's like, kill the ego, go harder, go faster, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's not, there's no end game.
But that works for him, right?
I've had an ego dissolution where I lied there for 16 hours, arms stretched out, and things were being performed around me. I've done that.
Yeah.
But guess what? I'm still they dropped me back into my human meat suit.
Come back.
And guess what? I've had the whole dissolving into nothingness, be in the ether. You are nothing. You are not important. To get back to dropping baddie. The minute I get dropped back into a body, guess what's there? My ego.
Right there. Waiting for you.
Waiting for me. And it might be, I'm thinking of the Grinch with the heart, yes. 3 sizes.
3 sizes
instead
too
of
small.
Maybe my ego, it probably at that point was 3 sizes too big.
Yeah, couldn't walk in the room.
And then maybe it walked into the room first.
There you go.
And maybe it was 300%. And then after, maybe it's back to 30% or 10%. So that's the thing, though, is like we need to keep it in check, and we need to know when we're in our ego.
Yeah, don't kill it.
But we can't.
Yeah,
we can't. I have a theory. We can't kill the ego.
One better function.
Ego is soul. Oh, soul is ego. I'm sure there'll be people who fight me, who disagree,
they're hand in hand.
But they're hand in hand.
Okay.
So when I get rid of my ego, I will get rid of my soul, and I will no longer be in a body. And then I will no longer be Earthside. So.
Right.
It's a.
Yeah. Wow.
This is living.
That's right.
So, and there's times where too I'm like, ooh, that was ego, and I'll check myself. And there's been times where I've had friends check me, where I'll say it because it's a good example of my ego. My ideal clients are the ones that are the polarizing peoples of heads of states.
Yeah. And that's
I'm
what
like,
you always
because
said.
I sit there and I'm like, oh, mother wound. Oh, was never seen, trying to prove themselves. Got it. Understood. Like I'm seeing through a different lens.
Yeah, it's funny.
And it's my ego being like, I want to help them.
I'll say a name or I'll see a name and you're like, I want that person to be my client.
Totally. I do.
Love that.
I do, because I see and this goes into the fact that everything is where we live is duality.
Yeah.
So that those who hold the most darkness and those who hold the most control, power, etc., also hold the most light and propensity for healing.
Wow.
We have to hold both ideals.
The ones that hold the most darkness and also in parallel, they hold the most light.
Mm-hmm. Because when we're doing this work, we're expanding and contracting our capacity.
Wow.
So when I've raised my capacity to have such power, such ego, such preach from the pulpit, control, dominance, guess what you could also turn and harness that for good.
For the good.
So my ego steps in and goes, I'm going to help them. Right now, I'd probably get my ass handed to me,
right.
because I'm coming at it from a different. I'm coming at it from that egoic place.
That's right.
But I do believe that there will be a time where that happens.
Oh, I love that. I mean, that speaks such volumes to like how much work you do and support people, because you get some that are actually, I mean, you work with all walks of life, which is amazing.
Yes.
I honestly, like, how do people, what's the best way to get in contact with you? If somebody wants to work with you.
Through my website. Yeah.
Okay.
So my website has different, metaphysical anatomy sessions, different healing sessions, different conversations, just different kind of ways to start or different kinds of ways to dive in. And I mean, I'm always up for a good conversation, and I'm not one I can't sell. You can't sell this.
No, you can't sell this.
So
no.
It's like, if I have
That's
a
like
conversation.
my friends. They're like, so tell me, I want to get into they'll say whatever they say and then want to try to get some help because they have trauma.
Yeah.
And then I'll do an introduction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, you can't sell it.
My job is a seed planter.
That's it. And you always do it like let's call
complimentary
it.
chat.
It's a complimentary chat. You get together with someone, y'all chop it up.
And if I give a book or a resource because here's the thing is we all hold medicine for each other. So like if I've had conversations where I'm like, this person's not my client.
Well, yeah,
this person's not one for me to talk to.
Oh, you've canceled a client.
I've told people. I've canceled plenty.
Like not like canceled. I mean, you've had clients where you're like, by the way, I terminate our contract. Yep. We cannot go forward.
And that's been medicine of my own for me to use my own voice and stand in my own power and to feel that I can't help them and nothing I could do would ever be right.
And I'm not saying man or woman, but I'm just saying like it's as a woman and it's a very tough place for you to be in. Like, but being you're a single woman out there trying to make this name for yourself, and you got so many entities coming after you. Like this, which is so messed up.
And I think
but you're so strong. But you're pretty damn powerful when it comes to what I've seen. Again, this is only from my experiences. I'm just being honest. Like it's beautiful.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like it is so beautiful. I mean, you work with my wife. I mean, y'all just started. Y'all are doing solid work. It's going to be beautiful.
Yes.
But like to see like how you make things happen for others, it's just a beautiful thing. And I think that like you can't sell it, but like it's truly, if people are wanting to do the work, it will happen.
The door. My job is, and here's how I describe it to people. I can open every door. I can give you every resource. I can use all of my knowledge, my wisdom, every plant that I know have a deep relationship with to help you. If you don't walk through the door, I can't help you.
That's right.
So and there are some I had a great conversation with someone the other day and I felt like a gardener. My job was to plant seeds. They asked so many questions.
Oh my gosh.
And I was, it was 45 minutes and was chatting with them and I've given them examples of, different herbs, things that we could do, explaining the mineralization of the body, your auric field. I'm just going into whatever's coming through that they need to know. And, we decided at the end of the call, she's like, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And I was like, beautiful.
That's right.
And I said, my only request, and this is my request to everyone, is don't take something that I say out of context and go buy Sonanga on Amazon.
Please, no.
Because it's happened.
No. Don't.
Or they're
don't
like,
do that.
oh, I should go. She said, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go do something and I'm going to try to create. Like, if you want to do the work, let's do the work. But don't try to create something from.
No,
it was terrifying.
And don't do illegal things. Don't go out and buy a bunch of mushrooms.
No.
Go to the mountaintop and don't get integrated. You need to work with a resource. You need to work with a shaman, a medicine woman, someone right?
who has experience
Echo
in
that,
it.
yeah.
Someone who has experience in it, someone who's walked through it, and we all hold different medicines.
Like you said.
Again, so like
we are medicine.
We
like
are
you
medicine.
said, we're
we
medicine.
Are. We
like
are.
Your medicine.
And our experiences and who we are and what we embrace. And so, I mean, even just this alone is in my mind, a medicinal conversation.
Oh, it feels so good. Like, I mean, I feel good. Like I got chills.
Yeah.
But you just said that, a medicinal conversation. It feels good to me. And it makes me want to keep doing the podcast when people like respond and they say, man, thanks so much hey, I love the interview with Christy Tripp, man. That was awesome. She was riding a dragon and, killing all the evil of the world.
Totally.
The guy was like, man, I felt like I was like the never-ending story. I was riding Falcor.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So, I mean, I hope same feedback will happen here.
But again, it's where my job is to plant seeds.
That's right.
And you may be like, okay, like and the other thing I'm going to say before I finish the sentence is all plant medicine is a calling.
That's right.
If you feel called, do it. Do not feel pressured. There are 10,000 other ways to get to, there are 10,000 other ways to heal.
That's right.
There are so many other roads, modalities, healings, people, all of it.
That is beautiful.
The minute I have a huge problem with the minute people, and this is starting to go on in the psilocybin world and in the psychedelic world, because we're starting to gear it towards monetization.
Right.
Where people are like, this is the ultimate healing for absolutely everyone. And I'm like, ooh, you just hit a hot button on me. Cause I'm like, this is not for everyone.
That's right. It's not.
I think there's an herb, like throughout the tens of hundreds of thousands of herbs in the world, there's probably an herb for everyone.
That's right.
But there's not one size fits all, one modality fits all, one medicine fits all, one whatever fits all protocol.
Thank you for saying that.
And that brings us back to the removal of the modernization of medicine, because that's what we tried to do. And that's what we're going back away from again. And
thank goodness we are.
Thank goodness we are, because
thank you for saying that.
Same reason why I say God, Spirit, Allah, Buddha, Hashem, whatever you great paperclip in the sky, great Spirit, Creator, Source. Like the phrase in the 4 directions, when you call in the directions from a shamanic perspective, is you said, you who are known by 1,000 names and you who are the unnameable one.
Wow.
Because again, it chunks it up. It brings it all together.
Wow.
And my first lineage, my first training was Swami Satchidananda. And he has all 10 major religions and one religion for all faiths unknown or unnamed.
Wow.
And he brings his temple, which was and that goes into very deep backstory for me, but his temple has an altar for each one of those faiths. And you sit in there and you feel the unity consciousness and you feel the Christ consciousness and you feel the energy and you feel it all come together, because there's no separation.
Wow.
And it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. And what a great teacher.
And that's what I think, as a society and as a globe and as a United States and as you can take it as macro or as micro as you want it, as a family unit, or to the global.
Yeah.
Like either or just even within self, actually, you can even go smaller than family unit. We want that unity consciousness. Right. We want that oneness. We want that connection.
We need it.
We're starving for it.
We are.
We're starving for it. And we've put synthetics in place. We've put the screens. We've put the social media. We've put the text messages. We've put layers of where we're pseudo connected, not actually connected.
Every way where you don't have to talk to people. Mm-hmm. Like literally, the phone's great. You hear the voice.
Totally.
That's amazing. But then now it can't.
And I love technology. I love technology.
That's your thing. It's your background.
Like, I mean, I've I don't know what to say, I guess pendulum back and forth between consciousness work and energy medicine work to technology, because I believe there's a way to bridge both.
That's right.
Where we can use technology for the good and for the raising of consciousness and for the raising of and when I say consciousness, I just want to call that out. Consciousness is awareness for me.
That's right.
Is the awareness of things that are going on, conversations that you're having, presence that you are here. It's not necessarily, it's not like a spiritual term. It's just, you are here. You are in a body. You are aware.
That's right.
So when I look at that, I'm like, I think there's a way to bridge that technology, to utilize it to raise consciousness, raise awareness, understand and self-diagnose what we're doing to ourselves.
That's powerful. And that's something that's going to change the game.
Yeah.
At least the best thing about it. Well, I'm going to tell you today, the seeds are planted.
Seeds are planted.
You just planted.
And sometimes here's the thing though, like I love one of my teachers. He was like, when you plant a garden, he goes, do you go out every 30 days and uncover the seeds to see if they're going to sprout? And I'm like, ooh, shit.
That hit.
I don't, but when I do it to all other facets of my life.
Yeah,
like,
no doubt.
So it's interesting because, you know, just going back to straight classic herbalism, some things take 2 days to sprout.
Yeah.
Some things take weeks, months.
Yeah.
Bulbs go dormant for a year.
Yeah.
So when you look at it, you don't know what seeds that you're planting or what you're doing and how it fruits and how it comes to fruition. And saying that I did would put me in the seat of God and would put me in my ego. And we don't play that game.
No, we don't play that game.
We don't play that game.
Because it's not our game to play.
No, it's not. I mean,
that's awesome.
And this brings us back to one of the things I love about you too, and why we connect. And I think why we move to such friends now is you and I both have such an innate inner child.
Oh yeah.
Where like everything is fascinating to us. Like we're watching a movie and we're like, oh, wow, look at that. Like we're in the sauna. We're like, oh, look, the light changes color.
Hey man, it's just like the funniest thing. It's just, hey man, we're curious as cats.
Which I love, but like we all have that, and that connects us that connects us.
I hid that for so long. And I used to be so just to go with the flow.
Yeah.
And now I'm fluid.
It's my favorite part of you, but it's like, it's this moldable, playful inner child. And you know, one of the things, I have 2 kids. I'm a mama first.
That's right.
And like when I watch my kids play, like they're so embodied. They're so present. They're not worried about anything. They're, you know, you give them a stick. I live where I live. I send them out into the woods. I'm like, go play. And they're like, we don't have toys. I'm like, pick up a stick. Like,
that's right.
And now they've started, you know, my stick is my bow and arrow. And this one is my sword. And this one is
something.
Totally. And I'm like, because
you don't need an iPad.
How do I say this? What I think is one of our biggest gifts as humans is the ability to be in creative self-expression and to create and to play and to be in our imagination.
Absolutely.
So like we forget that.
Well, you're very good at it.
Because we go from, you know, it's you know, we have to go to whatever elementary school, and then there's a breaking point around 8 to 10 years old.
Yes.
Where it's like, oh, they start going, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Yes, the worst.
How are you going to make money?
That's the worst.
And it's like, so it breaks us from that playing and from that entertainment.
Ask me what I want to be when I grow up.
What did you want to be when you were growing up? Or wait, what now? Or when you were a kid? Now. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I have no idea.
Cool.
And I don't think I'll ever know.
Good. I love that. My phrase of what I said to someone is like, I don't want a title. I just want to be. My presence. Like, I just want to be. I want to be.
That's right. Be in the
I
present,
want to be here. I want to be present. I want to be like, I just want to be like, and you could go biblical with it. And you could be like, I am blank.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to be. Because if I say I am, guess what that does? It brings me into presence.
I am.
That's it.
Did you see my little Post-it?
No. I love me.
Yeah. I got that. These little Post-its, and I write them, you know, just so I remember to myself that, I love myself.
Yeah.
I love me. And like when I was in 2nd grade, my teacher, she asked me, she's like, well, so I was a large kid, and I always wanted to be, and what did you want to be when you grow up? I said, I want to be a stand-up comic. I want to be just like John Candy. So I love John Candy. And then I fell in love with Chris Farley, all the big comics.
Yeah.
You know, I was always such a comic that used physical comic, you know, and improv. I love improv.
That makes total sense.
But yeah, now I'm just, we're just doing our thing. I'm just being present, and then being like, things are happening around us, and things are getting fluid.
Yes.
Which is nice.
But humor, in order to be funny, you have to be in the present.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You can't.
No
and
doubt.
I think some of the best comics are the improv comics, the ones who like will use their. This is, you
give me 5 words.
You could call this you could say it from a shamanic perspective.
Yeah.
They're using what's in their surroundings to determine what to do next, and looking at the subtleties and looking at the nuances and looking at what's around them to reuse and resource themselves with.
Right.
Like that is shamanic in nature.
So that's
which is
awesome.
Cool.
Dude, so like the improv comics are very much similar to the shamanic nature.
Yes. Because like in order to get into that space, we have to drop into presence. And And there's so many times, like before I work with a client, there's a good chunk of time carved, or before I have a conversation, even a discovery call, where I will turn my phone over, put it down, shut off everything, and just sit.
I love that.
And just go, what do I need to know?
Yeah.
What do I need to say? Like, we were listening, the Spirit lead me to where my trust is without borders.
Right.
I don't know what's going to come through my mouth.
Right. That's right.
Like, I will discern where it's coming from. And there are things where something will come through. I'm like, oh, that's not to be said, or that's for me, or, that was,
right.
I don't have to say everything that comes through, but my goal or my job, and I think all of our jobs, is to get to the present moment where we can say what we need to say, because the medicine, and not just plant medicine,
That's right.
medicine speaks through each other.
Yeah. Medicine even being around each other.
Medicine through, and movies and all of it. Medicine speaks through everything when you listen. Of course, music. Playlists are my favorite things, because we can't separate, again, music, movies, the arts, paint. I forced you to paint.
Oh yeah. And I love, well, so then, I was like, by the way, my medium was watercolor.
Yeah.
And I used to do this when I was a kid, and I was a big in high school, and I always wanted to be an artist.
Yes.
And I still paint now. Like, that brought me back to my childhood.
Writing poetry, journaling, all of these things bring that right brain, left brain together, bring that alignment, bring those chakra systems, bring that energy into the present moment. You can't sit there and think about paint or create or sing or drum and be in the future, be in the past.
Right.
And so many people are either in the future, in the past, and they're not here.
That's right.
And one of my favorite books is Be Here Now. Because guess what? You can't be anywhere else.
That's right. That's right.
Like, it sounds crazy, but like, you can't be anywhere else.
You can't. You got to be here now, because tomorrow's not promised.
No.
Good call.
And, when I look at, the going back to kind of more of the mental healthy focus, depression is living in the past, anxiety is living in the future.
That's right.
Like, it's again, it's simple. It's not easy.
Be here now.
Be here now. And there, like, eventually, when I was really working, it was hard for me to be present.
Yeah.
When I was on my path and doing this work, because I would constantly wonder what's happening next and where we're going and who I'm working with and what's it going to be like and what do I need to do to prepare.
Yeah.
And when I was in that space, you can't be present. You can't actually hear the messages, because you're so looking forward to the next shiny object, the next thing, the next whatever the next thing is.
That's right.
So.
Wow. That's amazing. And also, you talked about music. So let's talk about the next conversation we have. I think you need to bring your drum.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. Totally down.
All right. We got to.
Totally down. We'll start with a little drumming, or end with a little drum and play.
I think so.
I love a good drum.
I think so, because you just procured a drum.
I did.
Right. So
because again, drumming, like, drumming is one of the fastest things that will catch you. Is because you can sit there and you have to, like, when I drum and when people drum, you have to sit there and you tune into the music and the surroundings.
Right.
And then you kind of hear your beat in your head as to what you're meant to play or meant to create. The minute you go, I wonder how, like, if this song's next, I wonder where we're going. Oh, I'm kind of hungry. I wonder what we should have for dinner. Oh, shit, I had that conversation last week and I shouldn't have had that conversation. You're off beat. You're out of tune. You mess up.
That's right.
Because drumming is one of the quickest things for you to be able to drop in. And again, we say drumming, but painting too.
Oh, yeah.
Writing, all of these things.
It's tied together.
Like, they're all I guess I could say, like, blanket and kind of chunk it up, going back to our thing.
Chunk it up.
Anything that is creative self-expression drops you into that present moment.
I love that.
So, like, that's why I'm like, we as humans are not creating. And there are things, again, going back to technology.
That's right.
AI is taking away some of our creation.
Yes, it is.
We can utilize technology and not let technology utilize us. But the minute we take our creation away, we become less.
Ugh. And that's the last thing we need to have right now.
Yes.
Is to be less.
Yes. So.
Well, the seed's planted.
The seed has been planted.
Thank you so much. And
we'll see where it germinates, where it populates, and what flower comes out of it.
I just want to, first off, thank you for being just a great friend.
Yes.
And also, thank you for always being there for me.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you for your presence and who you are and who you're becoming. So.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much. I know, I'm getting all emotional. Thank you so much for your time. This is Cassandra Shuck, and this is our conversation.
Thank you.
I can hug you.
Of course.
Oh gosh. Oh, thank you. Oh,
Love
that was
you.
good.
That was
Love
great.
you. That was so much.
I was like, I don't even know how long that was or where we were going.
We're at an hour.